Well, I think what's interesting about the concept of the future of communications is the amount of concern and at some levels almost fear about all of these new vehicles for communications, whether it's the concept of crowdsourcing or viral videos, or should I tweet, should my CEO have a blog, is that at many levels there's so much focus on the specific vehicles of communications that at some levels the answers still lie in the very fundamental principles of what makes great communications. And if we go back to answering some of those core questions, then actually it makes the future a lot more simple to understand. And so for me, the concept of saying, actually, what does my brand stand for? Who do I want to communicate with? Where are those audiences? And what's the best means to get to those audiences? Very, very core to what we've all learned in terms of communications, but applied to a whole set of new vehicles and how you communicate with people, answer those questions very easily. Where are the audiences? How do I most effectively communicate with them? And then what are the vehicles that I choose in order to get to them? Well, the interesting thing about the structure of corporations is really they have been structured for a long time to deal with a business model that was efficient and effective in the past. So the business model was a lot about looking at the marketing, the advertising, the PR, the communications of the brand. And so effectively, those distinctions between those areas were very clear in terms of what services they delivered or what skills existed. But the world is changing so dramatically in terms of becoming digital. Everything is rapidly moving online. And when you think about that, and you think about communications and communicating effectively online, then in reality, the old business model of marketing, PR, and advertising may not necessarily apply. By being objective and standing back and looking at the big picture of how do I communicate a brand effectively, then I'm going to choose the best skill set regardless of where it resides, in which department. I'm just going to choose the best skill set to deliver the best outcome in order to communicate the brand effectively. So I think companies need to start to rethink about whether an old business structure applies to what in effect is a new business opportunity.